Me and Drizzy back to back, it's getting scary. If you fucking with my eyes, just don't come near me. Put some bins all on your head like Justin Terry. Whoa.
Let's get it, let's get it. Welcome 2022, man. We are back, man. The Faison View Podcast, episode 256 coming out the gate, man. Hey, is it 2022 greatness or is it madness right now, man? Hey, man, I'm here with Bae. Like I said, man, it's 2022, but it doesn't feel like it at all. I haven't even gave my babe a proper kiss for the new year. I'm just like now, just really getting to see her because of all this COVID running rapid. We're gonna break it down.
I haven't seen him since last year.
Since last year?
Crazy. No, literally. But no, that's a long.
Yeah, literally.
It's been like what, 13?
Yeah, it's been like 13, 14 days, man. It's been tough on all of us, but it's been tough because you can't see your loved ones in the most, like, honestly, best holiday there is to me, my opinion. You know, everybody doesn't celebrate it, but people celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas. But this is the most jolly year to be with your family, be with your loved ones. So, you know, it's tough, man. But you already know, man, please like, share, and subscribe. Please like, share, and subscribe at the Faison View Podcast, man. At Color Power, make sure you go shop that. And Leak and Neek, we got our own channel, man. We going up. So, man, just make sure y'all support us, man. Make sure y'all support us, man. We are back in the building. We got a good agenda today, babe. We got a good agenda, man. So, welcome to 2022, man. We made it gratefully. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of lost ones. Prayers and condolences to all the lost ones, and prayers and condolences to everybody going through this madness right now at the end of the day, man. So we're going to talk about what's going on, the new year. Is it the same energy? Is it new energy? Like we was just talking about pre-pod, it still feel like we're in 2019 based on all the events that happened, man. Since 2019 was the last normalcy we had as a country, honestly. And like I was saying previously before to Mo, that Mo and my son, and I feel like myself a little bit, before COVID was even announced, had a remnants of it.
My whole school had it.
Back in January and February of 2020, the enter of 2020. Yeah. Because everything shut down. I remember the date, March 12th, 2020. That's when everything shut down. I promise you.
Oh my God.
March 12th, 2020.
Yeah.
It was like a movie. Honestly, like a movie. So.
And we thought it was gonna be just quick, like.
Everybody was like, it's gonna be.
When they sent us home from, because I was still in school. So like when they sent us home, I still feel like I didn't get to like live out the rest of my years in college. But when they first told us, like, I was like, oh, this is good. We get a break for like 3 weeks. I didn't want to be here anyway. Like we got to go home. Yeah. But I never went back to school after that.
And that's crazy. That's crazy.
Home.
That was 2020, man. And you even graduated in a period of time where you had to basically like virtual and kind of like it's basically like it was like a hybrid type of graduation, man. So it was just crazy, man. So, man, we're gonna get on to that. Is COVID really running the relay, man? It's like we just talked about. This is the most contagious strand there is. Everybody I knew, honestly, everybody I knew, and still to present day has it or has caught it, or family members and friends. So it's still tough. Be safe out there. Be safe. And we can't give everybody just honestly advice because we're all new to this situation as well. Being 2 years in, we still don't know what's going on. So they just announced some flu Rona, man. I don't even want to hear it. I'm so stressed out, man. So
I gotta get the flu shot.
Yeah, like so now you gotta get the flu shot.
I forget that's even a thing. Like
because all this stuff running around, you don't know what to do. So man. We gonna get into that. Antonio Brown entering the new year, man. Like that was chaotic. That whole situation. You know, babe, she don't really know nothing about like football like that. But this conversation is gonna lead elsewhere because it's gonna get into the friendship and how you really act professionally. So, but moving on, which line dance is the GOAT of all black functions and celebrations? You can pick one. So we gonna get to that. I don't know what she gonna say. I don't know what you gonna say for this one. And what is more important in a friendship, being honest or being supportive? I feel like that's a tough thing to do. Being honest or being supportive, man. You gotta be, you know what I'm saying, a certain way to your friends, for real. And lastly, would you rather take 200K right now or flip a coin and get 40 million? I don't know, that 40 million sounds good. But that 200K, we'll see. Alright, like welcome in 2022. You know, at the end of the day, I'm grateful. So how's your 2022 been so far? It sounds unreal.
I know, right? It sounds like futuristic.
Yeah, very
but,
futuristic.
I mean, it's been chill. I didn't really do much since the beginning of the year. I just been home, and I started a new job. That's about it, really. Been with my family, but like nothing, like just my parents, but nothing crazy.
Right. It's still a blessing because you got people still, struggling to even find jobs or get jobs, man. So that's a blessing in itself too. And honestly, myself, like I didn't, tell y'all earlier, but unfortunately, my son had contracted the virus. Really heartbreaking for me. But at the end of the day, I got to step up and be a man and a father and a dad to my son, and we really just straightened it together. I'm glad he was still in good health. He wasn't, coughing or having so many other symptoms. So it was still a blessing. Like I handled it with care. And if you know me, I got OCD. I'm not playing about nothing. Behind this camera, look here, I got a layout, for real. Sanitizer everywhere, medicine, face mask, everything. So, I just know that we all got a lot laxed in this situation because at the end of the day, everybody just wants to be normal. You feel me? It's some normalcy, but after this, like, for real, I'm going back in the bubble, spending the time that I need with those ones I need to spend time with. You know what I'm saying? Not a want. Because I want to spend time with you, but at the end of the day, if you're not going to be careful and you're not going to be mindful, then I can't bang with you right now. Like, honestly, and it's not personal.
Yeah.
It's not personal. It's just real. People losing their lives, man. So, it just feel like, honestly, COVID just running a relay. For real.
I'm tired of hearing it.
I'm tired of hearing about it.
It's like so like sad when you hear the word COVID now.
It's sad.
Because there's literally nothing you can do about it, and I just feel like COVID is literally everywhere, like everywhere. Like there's no like getting past it when you go
And it's
out.
so crazy because when you think about it, like and how you explained it, because Mo is in the health field too, but like how she originally explained it to me, it's just like, how is something like this even a thing? You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense.
Like I know people
all.
who had like biology classes when y'all was in college. Like this is mind-boggling right now because this virus don't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Like scientifically, it don't even make sense.
It doesn't make sense. And you know how I feel for like Mo was just saying about her graduation and didn't really have. I feel for those who going into college and can't get that.
At least
college
I had
experience.
a little bit of good time.
You know what I'm saying? Like that experience is everything to be in college. Be amongst your friends, and that just experiencing the whole is crazy. I mean, just in general, it's just different times for real, regardless of anything. But like, it just running a relay, man. Like all my students, they had it. A lot of their families. It's so tough to just take a deep breath because as soon as you do that, it's something new. It's something new. It's a flu rona. Then me and Mo really just last night just watched. She just got me hip to this movie that just spooked my head out, and it's called Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jonah Hill. It's a lot of more great actors and actresses, but
that was
like,
a crazy movie.
What? It just shows you the imagery of
America
and what we're going through right now.
Yeah.
So y'all tune into that. We ain't even gonna give you no spoiler alert on that one because that was just, I ain't gonna lie, that was depressing a little bit. That was definitely depressing. I was like, okay. And how it ended. It
just ended. Like, okay, what's next?
Ain't even nothing.
It was nothing next. Yeah.
It's crazy. So we gonna, we just gonna take that a step at a time. So man, I want to get into this Antonio Brown conversation. I know you don't really understand and know, but Antonio Brown, alright, first and foremost, amazing wide receiver. His on-field actions, him as a football player, magnificent. He should be our first ballot Hall of Famer. There's no doubt about that. But in this situation, with the Jets recently, he just came back on the team after being suspended to 3 to 4 games. And he came back on the team with the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, if you know, you know. And they were losing to the Jets at the time. Something happened on the field. He caught, he had I ain't gonna say he had a heated moment. He took off all his stuff in the mid-game. Took off all his stuff, like all his pads, threw it in the stands, and left the field. And left a lot of people up to question what is going on. Everybody's saying mental health and things of that nature. At the end of the day, yes, it needs to be protected because for real, in sports in general, we don't talk about it enough. It's a lot of people, you play soccer, I play football, I played a lot of sports too. I've been hitting the head, you probably been hitting the head many times. CT, and we just like, okay, get back in the game. But in this situation, I just want to talk solely about certain actions, okay? So, because when it first happened, everybody was like, okay, what's going on? Because he has past allegations, past situations, and past things. He's been off the field. It's been a lot of controversy behind him, you know. And he's a black man. But when I say this, everything is not just black and white. Let's keep it real. Everything is not race based on. So I'm not gonna tell it to that. All right. So when the situation happened, he spoke out and said, you know, that didn't just happen for no reason. He blamed the coach because the coach wanted to get back in the game, but Antonio Brown had something going on with his ankle. He had a partially torn ankle, or like some fragments in his ankle, right? But knowing the history of Antonio Brown, people were apprehensive to believe him, even myself. So when it came out, he said that, I'm like, okay, all right, I can see that. And honestly, if you know sports, it's a lot of people behind the scenes, the things that you really don't see business-wise that happens. It's a lot of people behind the scenes that can cause detriment to these players. Let's keep that a buck. But also, in this situation, let me mind you that his past situations, Antonio Brown has been with 4 different teams now. And at each team it has been something of an issue off the field. I'm not going to just blurt out everything of his off the field things, honestly, because I'm not trying to down him. But also, I'm very critical of what he did, because at the end of the day, Tom Brady, let this man stay in his house. Stay in his house, train with him, brought him back on the team when nobody was accepting him, even though the great player he was. It still reminds you of like a T.O. Ochocinco, but that's a little different. But because he's actually, what he's doing is actually, you know, he's actually doing it to himself in a way. I'm just keeping it being. But in this situation, Mo, I'm going to tell you what happened. So Tom Brady, he's the greatest quarterback of all time. You know who Tom Brady is. Tom Brady really fought for him to be back on the team with multiple situations he had going on, and fought for him, let him stay in his crib, and really fought for him to be on the team so he can be successful. They won the Super Bowl last year, and Tony Brown was successful last year. So coming to this year, it's a lot of things on the table, and it's a lot of things incentive-wise, money-based wise, and performance-based wise. Those are like incentives in football per se, in the NFL. So he was doing good the first 5-6 games. He got suspended, and I'm gonna tell you this: he got suspended because he faked the vaccination card. But my thing is, this is where accountability comes into play. You fake the vaccination card. Whatever y'all feel about the vaccine, is feel about the vaccine. I'm just speaking to the point. I mean, speaking to what's going on. Fake the vaccination. You got somebody to fake it for him, right? And guess what? He ended up getting the vaccine anyway. So, and got suspended for 4 games. So the accountability goes right there. All right, so he comes back, and this is present now. He comes back against Carolina Panthers. He has 10 catches, like almost 100 yards. He's successful. The next game they play the Jets. This is where the incident happens. He ends up, you know, telling the coach that, yeah, my ankle, you know, stuff is not feeling well. Understandably, they shot him up. He was playing. He was still playing in that Jets game. He got off the field and was like, yeah, I'm basically, you know, it wasn't just based off of his ankle, because you just played last week, bro, and you was just balling last week, and you just played in this game, so it's something else. So now all these things are going back and forth between the coach and the organization and him. He gets on a podcast recently and throws Tom Brady under the bus with the team.
I feel like I've seen that.
And saying, yeah, it was going viral, and with the team. My problem is this man went to bat for you when nobody would. That's why I said it's not about a black and white thing. It's about moral ethics and accountability for your actions. So every time something happens to Antonio Brown, he's always blaming somebody else. What I don't respect about that, because if I'm just saying, we was having a conversation in a group chat, if I'm your friend and I genuinely care about you, because when Tony Brown just saying, oh, we a football player, like you don't really care about me, you was giving somebody else more passes and things of that nature. When the team already was structured before you, yes, you are a great football player, but the team was already structured. People already have a remnants of what you are off the field. Tom Brady really went to bat for you. What I don't like about certain things like that is when people are being genuine, and I don't know if you went seeing Tom Brady, he came on the podium and was like, you know, and spoke on his behalf like, after that situation, he ran off the field. I never seen nothing like that, Mo. It's a professionalism. At the end of the day, if you was right, wrong, and different, everybody supporting him and enabling the behavior, you're wrong too. And I would say honestly, the NFL is wrong too because he keeps getting opportunities. But honestly, that's when you are a great athlete, and a lot of people oversee a lot of things too. But in this case, you throwing a person under the bus for really going to bat for you, letting you stay in his crib with his wife and his children.
Oh, that's wild. Yeah, nah.
And he gets on the podium, Tom Brady, and sit here and says, you know, we don't know what's going on emotionally and mentally with him. Let's keep him in our prayers. And you come on a podcast and you down him,
That's crazy.
and you talk down on him. I don't like it. And I wanted to speak on this point because everybody had their opinions on it. But at the end of the day, everybody who's saying that he's not wrong, you're an enabler. Point blank, period. Point blank, period. Stop making every single thing about race, and let's look at the morals and principles and background of a situation. Let's keep it a bean. That's how I feel about this situation. It was just like everybody going to bat for him, and as soon as that happened, he dropped a hip hop video, a music video. He on a podcast and things of that nature. Man, cut it out.
Yeah.
Cut it out at the end of the day. And that's gonna go into our conversation and what we're gonna be talking about after this. But it's just like,
yeah, that's wild.
because all right, but we can jump to that because it's a good segue. So honestly, what is more important in a friendship? To be honest or be supportive?
In a good friendship, honest.
Honesty.
Yeah.
For sure.
In a good friendship.
Honesty for sure.
Yeah.
Because at the same time, I do, his actions are uncalled for, but at the end of the day, as a friend, I'm just saying as a friend, Tom Brady was an enabler too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because you knew who this person was. Yes, as a friend, you were there for him. But if you were being honest with him, straight, I'm just being real. If you were being honest with him, not saying it doesn't happen, but look here, you come on this team, then this is the rules and regulations and guidelines. Not just as a player, you just being a great wide receiver.
Yeah.
You just can't just be that. But actually being a good friend. Because being supportive, you can support somebody and still...
But support anything that they do, but just not being a good friend.
Exactly, because you can be a yes man.
Yeah, that's...
To somebody that you don't need to be a yes man to. So, like, that's just a crazy situation with me.
That is crazy. I have seen that though. Like, I seen that on Instagram. But I just didn't know, like...
Yeah, you didn't really understand what was going on. But it was a very much so touchy topic because, you know, you have so many different views and opinions in it. And I was looking at it, not just that situation, I'm looking at it as an overall whole, as like people. This as a person. Have you dealt with that situation before? Like being honest or being support, like being too honest or being
and I lost friends.
You being too honest and lost friends.
In a good friendship,
correct.
You be honest. But I have maybe 2 friends I can be honest with. The rest of them I know I gotta just be supportive, which is not a good friendship.
Facts.
I know that though.
I'm glad you prefaced that
because there's a lot of past friendships where me and my other friends were honest with people, and we lost them as a friend because we weren't supportive. So, and like honest in a good way to like actually help them out, like
for sure
in the long run. And then things turned out even worse for them in the end because they didn't have friends who were honest. They had friends who were just supportive and just supported
whatever
they was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just being supportive is not enough. A good friendship has both, and it has accountability for action.
Though, yeah.
Because honestly, like you just said, I like how Mo said a good friendship because you gotta preference that. A good friendship because if you're strictly honest with your friend and they can't take your honesty,
that's not a real friend.
That is not a real friend in my eyes, and it leaves a lot of things to question because I can't talk to you, I can't be transparent with you. So what are we getting out of this situation? If I'm just being supportive and you doing something totally wrong, destroying your body, your mind, your soul, I'm not a good friend.
Yeah.
I'm not a good friend. I may be a good associate for you, or I'm an enabler for you.
Yeah.
For those actions. Like, nah. I just don't. That's why I wanted to say that, because even though you didn't know the situation, I felt like a lot of those things came into play. For real. Like,
I can see it.
Lost on that one.
That just sucks though for Tom Brady.
Yeah, and
like that's just like hurtful.
It's hurtful because
that was somebody he considered.
At the end of the day, if I'm Tom Brady, I am the greatest quarterback of all time.
Yeah,
I have 7 Super Bowl rings. Yeah. I've been to the Super Bowl more times than any franchise.
That's crazy.
Think about it. That's ridiculous. And I'm going to bat for you when I really don't have to.
Yeah.
I have all the credibility in the world. I don't have to. Tom Brady's 44, 44, 45. You don't understand that.
He's 44.
He's playing in the NFL.
I did not know that.
Yes.
I thought he was like in his 30s.
He's played almost what? I don't want to be wrong, but he's almost played 3 decades of football.
That's crazy. So
and
he's playing
amazing.
like since our parents, like he's around our parents' age, not far from it.
Yes, he's not far from it.
That's crazy.
He's not far from it. So think about that.
Wow,
that type of individual sacrificing for you, knowing he's seen everything it is to see in the league, and for you, he's going to bat for you.
Yeah.
With other people, he probably be like, forget you.
Yeah.
Because he is a heart.
So he genuinely like care about him.
Genuinely care about him, and you get on a platform and throw him under the bus.
Yeah, that's not it.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different. So I just wanted to just talk about that because it's not just in the lines of that situation. It's in the lines of what is a good friend.
Yeah.
Honestly, for real. So man, we're moving on. Like I wanted to ask Mo this because we're gonna see who black. You know what I'm saying? We black, but we're gonna see which line dance is the GOAT for all black functions and celebrations. Which do you have? I have down on the list Soul Train line. It's the Soul Train. So I mean, essentially, it is a line dance. So, but it's the Soul Train line, and the Soul Train that's legendary, iconic. Electric Slide. Y'all heard it.
Y'all gotta show me.
I mean, it's not a specific dance, so I can't say that. But it's a Soul Train line. Don't you know? This Christmas, perfect example. This Christmas at the end when you seen them line up and they were dancing in the middle, when they come down the middle, everybody just dance and groove.
Oh.
It's that type of thing. But that's legendary. So, I was. well, Electric Slide, the Cha-Cha Slide, the Wobble. Which do you have?
Electric Slide is to the left, to the right. No,
yeah.
Okay. I guess that.
I ain't gonna lie.
I would say that or the Wobble.
I'm surprised because I thought Mo definitely was gonna say the Wobble because it's more new age. The Wobble. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Electric Slide and the Cha-Cha Slide is so legendary. If you was in the skating rink, the skating rink.
Yeah, I know that one.
Don't even play. Even play. So I'm gonna say that's hard. I'm gonna say the Cha-Cha Slide. I'm gonna say the Cha-Cha Slide. The Cha-Cha Slide definitely.
Yeah, back in the day when we were younger,
What?
I never actually did the Electric Slide though. Like I've never been to a function.
You probably have.
No, I have never. I've seen people do it. I've never done it.
Mo, you're not gonna do that to your family. I'm sorry, y'all.
But I'm sorry. The Cha-Cha Slide.
I'm sorry, y'all. You know you want.
Wait, what? How does the Cha-Cha Slide go again? No, I'm being through. I just had a brain thought. It goes. It goes how? Stop.
I'm about to pull up the song for you.
Oh.
She think I'm about to expose her.
I forgot how it go. It go. It's time to get funky, right? No. Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. This, okay. This is something. Oh, I thought
it's time to get funky.
You
didn't say that. Yeah. It's Cha-Cha.
Yeah, I've done that one.
What?
It's like, nah, man.
You gonna have my people looking at me crazy after this. For real. You gonna have my people looking at me crazy.
I'm just playing.
For real.
But yeah, I do like that one though because I used to do that at the skating rink.
Yeah, nah. Cha-Cha Slide for sure.
The Wobble, they used to play that all the time in my school. That's the only time I just.
I mean, the Wobble is more so current, and that's a fire song too. I like the Wobble too, but Cha-Cha. Let us know which is the GOAT line dance of all time for black functions and celebrations, man. You got the Soul Train line, Electric Slide, Cha-Cha Slide, and the Wobble, man. all legendary, man. Make sure you comment below. We gonna see.
Yeah, I need to hear this because I ain't never seen nobody do no Soul Train. Not in real life.
Lord, guys, Lord. All right, so man, moving on. As you already know, the infamous and famous the Faison You podcast. Would you rather? Would you rather, man, take 200K right now or flip a coin for 40 mil?
I want that 200K.
Smart. Originally, I said 200K right off bucks because you don't know that flip of the coin.
And
It's too decisive. But just to be devil advocate, I'ma say flip the coin because guess what? Head never fails. Was it tail never fails? I'm calling heads. I don't even care.
Bruh.
I don't even care. Give me that.
I'll be too scared. I'll pass out before I even look.
Yeah, nah, for real.
I know you.
But shoot, 40 mil. Think about it. I ain't gonna lie, I'll take the 200K right now, but I'm going to be sick to my stomach. Say after you just flipped the coin and what you said, and it was a 40 mil, throwing up everywhere. So let us know, would you rather take 200K right now or flip a coin for 40 M's?
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
That's tough.
I'm set for life.
That's tough. Set for life. I ain't worried about a thing at all, man. At all. But as you already know, man, the Faison View podcast, we back, man. 2022, more content, more greatness, man. Make sure you tap that subscribe button, share, and like, man. And guess what? Leak and Neek, we going up in our content. We going up in our content, and we gonna bring it to y'all. And hopefully soon this year. I'll say later down the year, hey, look out for the Faison family vlog, man. My son really wants to be a vlog. He loves Ryan's World. He loves to watch different vlogs and different things. So, hey, just stay tuned for more content and more greatness from the family over here. You already know, man. Hey, it's Mo in the building and it's Leak, man. So, I'll see you guys. Much love, man. Much love. Happy New Year.